Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I filmed a chit chat get ready with me because I know I've been putting out like makeup tutorials and reviews, and if you don't already know me, you might be wondering like, who is this girl, like why should I be watching her or anything like that. So today I just wanted to give you a little insight of my life. Or also, if you guys want a tutorial using this palette, using any of these colors, just let me know down in the comments. So let's get started. So I'm going to be priming with some Tarte Shape Tape first. So today I'm going to be using this palette, which is called Retro Love, and it's a dupe for the Anastasia Beverly Hills Subculture. As you can see, the colors are very similar to it, and it does have some fallout, but I wouldn't know how it compares to the Subculture palette because I don't own that one. I really like the colors, so when I saw this one, I wanted to get this one instead because it's only $10 and I got it on the Hush app. And the formula is good to me. I feel like it blends just fine. They're very easy to blend and work with. So first I'm gonna go in with this shade called Peace, and I'm gonna use that as my transition shade. So today I wanted to sit down and film a little get ready with me, a chit chat get ready with me, just so you guys can get to know me a little bit more, for those of you who don't already know who I am. But you don't just watch my tutorials and you're like, who is this girl? Like, all she does is makeup, but like we don't know like who she is at all. So I was born in Costa Rica and I came to the US when I was 9 years old. So my first language is Spanish, and then when I came to the US I knew some English words, but I mainly learned how to speak English here in the US. And I was never really that much into makeup. I wasn't interested in it until middle school. I'm not sure if it was 7th or 8th grade. The first thing I wanted to learn how to do was eyeliner, like a winged liner, because I would always see my mom doing her makeup, and I was so intrigued. Like, I wanted to learn how to do that, and she wouldn't teach me and she wouldn't let me wear any makeup. So whenever she wasn't home, I would just go to where her makeup was and just play around with it and try to do my eyeliner. Like when I first tried it, it was with a pencil, and I didn't know how to do it, obviously, and I had no idea about like YouTube. I had some idea about YouTube, but I would only use it for music. I had no idea there were like makeup tutorials. So when I first tried doing my eyeliner, I was going in like I didn't know, so I would just like leave my eye open and try to do it like this, and it was so hard. Like I practiced so many times in front of a mirror when my mom was not home, and then I would just, after trying like so many times, I would just end up taking it off. So that was the first thing I learned how to do, was winged eyeliner. And I always loved how like it looked like once I was finally able to wear it. But now I hardly wear it because I don't know, I just go through some phases where I don't feel like doing eyeliner. Then I'm going in with this shade called Flower Power. So then in 8th grade, my mom would only let me wear some mascara on my top and bottom lashes and some eyeliner on my waterline, and I was happy about that. Like, I wanted to wear more and I would still practice, but I was happy with whatever she would let me wear. Now I'm going in with this shade called Rock and Roll, I never really wore anything on my eyebrows or my lips. Like, I would wear some of my mom's, but I didn't like all the colors that she had because some had like shimmer in it, and I didn't really like that. So I think my first lipstick was a very like pale pink that I wore like for my high school graduation, and that looked terrible on me. I had no idea what I was thinking. So for my middle school year and high school years, that's all I wore. Well, it wasn't until high school that I started wearing eyeliner and was finally able to master it. And it was, I think, my sophomore or junior year of high school that I started wearing eyeliner, and all my makeup was drugstore. Like, that's all my mom would buy me. I never knew about Sephora or Ulta or MAC or any of that. Well, I knew about MAC, but I never purchased anything from there because I didn't have the money to. And so everything was from the drugstore. My mascaras were all Maybelline. And my eyeliner, I think it was like Avon, because my mom would sell Avon back then. And then in high school, the only events, like I only went to all the events my senior year. Like, that's when I went to everything. So for that, I would, like, my friends back then were the ones that would do my makeup, because I didn't know anything about eyeshadow or blending brushes or anything, like, or foundation or anything like that. Like, my makeup was really, really basic. And I still didn't do my eyebrows. I would go get them threaded, that's it, and one would always come out thinner than the other, and it bugged me so much. So that's why I do my own eyebrows now, because only I know how to work with them, and even I have a hard time shaping them because they're like distant cousins, not even sisters. So my eyebrows are like my least favorite part of my makeup because they take so long to do and maintain, and it's just such a hassle. So yeah, my senior year, like, I would get my makeup done, and then I remember one time one of them tried doing my eyebrows because she was like, you need to do your eyebrows, you can't just leave them bare. So she put some powder on them, and I looked at myself in the mirror, and I thought I looked so horrible. I was not happy with them. I was like, it's too much, take it off. And she took a little bit off, and I still felt so weird about them because I had never done my eyebrows before. I would only get them threaded, and that was it. But now I realize the importance of having your eyebrows done when the rest of your face is done. And it brings like some form to your face and all that. So it's just funny because back then I was like, no, it's too much, it's too dark, and blah blah blah, and now I like them like that. I don't think it's too much at all, and it's just funny how it works. So I didn't start learning like about makeup and like YouTube until, well, I learned about YouTube through my best friend, and it was through her that I learned about the whole like makeup community on YouTube. And I think I don't remember who the first person I saw her watch was, but I remember for Halloween, like she was watching a Halloween video, and it was Crispy who she was watching. So I remember her, and then that's how I found out about Crispy, and then I started watching Desi Perkins and Luster Lux, and that's where my obsession began. So then it wasn't until the end of high school that I started wanting to learn how to do eyeshadow. So I didn't know anything about brushes, so I purchased some brushes on Amazon, and when I got them, I didn't know how to work with them at all, and my best friend told me that they were all like flat brushes, and I had no idea what that meant. And I also bought like this eyeshadow palette. Well, it came with like 3 palettes with a bunch of colors, like colorful eyeshadows, and like nude ones and all that, and I had no idea how to do anything. So that's when I started watching YouTube videos. And then I learned that those brushes I bought on Amazon were useless. So then the other brushes I purchased were e.l.f. brushes, and I still have to this day like some of them. And that's when I started like trying to recreate looks from YouTube and all that. And I don't remember the first person I watched on YouTube, because I think she deleted her video or made it private or something. But it was a green smoky eye. I remember. That was the first look I ever tried recreating, and it was really bad. Like, I didn't like it. Well, I liked it back then, but now I'm like, girl, what are you doing? Then I kept watching a bunch of YouTube videos because I was really into them. So I was watching like Carly Bible, Kathleen Lights, Dusty Perkins. So my camera stopped recording, and I wasn't sure how long I was talking without recording, but it wasn't for that long. So anyways, now I'm gonna go in with this shade called Nostalgia, and I'm gonna deepen my crease with that. So basically, I would follow that tutorial or pictorial or whatever, and I would put the lightest like brown shadow first, and then a darker eyeshadow, and then the darkest like right here on the outer corner, and then I thought that blending it all together meant just grabbing, let's say, like this blending brush and going like just all like this, like swiping back and forth and windshield wiper motions. And so I did that because I thought that's what blending meant, and at the end I would just look like I had brown right here, and it wasn't even blended well, like it didn't have a gradient effect. And so I just had brown all over my eye, and just a little bit of like a bone color like right here on the lid. And I don't have that much lid space, like my eye folds a little more, like they're not hooded. I learned that they're not hooded, I just don't have that much lid space. But obviously when I do looks like this, it looks like I do. But back then I would just put the bone color like right here on my lid, and it would transfer up here. So I had brown, and then I had like shimmer up here, and it was just not a cute look. It just wasn't. And I just learned the hard way. I just kept practicing, and it took me a long time to get to where I am now, and I'm still learning. Like, my blending has gotten better, but it's not where I want it to be yet. And as for my eyebrows, the first time I did them with this like chunky eyebrow pencil thing. I don't know, it was from Avon. So I tried doing my eyebrows with that, and it was just a really light brown. So it was my eyebrows ended up looking lighter than my hair, and it was just not cute, and it was just boxy up here, and my arch was like this. And it was really embarrassing, and I still have a picture, like I'll put it up here somewhere. I like to keep like my old pictures just to see like the progress and all that, and how far like I've come. Like I love seeing progress pictures because like to some it takes longer than others. Like me, it's taken like 3 years to get here, and like I said, I'm still like working on it. I'm still not where I want it to be, so it's gonna take longer for me to get to that point. So it's just all about practice, and just being constant with it, because if you're not, then you'll like forget how to do certain stuff, and then you have to start all over again, and the process will just take longer than it should have. So now I graduated high school in 2014. I forgot to mention that. And I didn't start college until almost a year later because of some personal issues I had. So I was bummed out about that because I saw like everyone else going and all that, and I was just sad because I wasn't able to until later. But then I started college, and I completed all my general requirements, and I wasn't happy with college. Like, it was very stressful, and I know it is for everyone and stuff, and I'm not saying like give up just because of that. I just wasn't happy with it because it's not for everyone, and I learned that it wasn't for me, and so I dropped out of college, and I learned that what I really wanted to do was YouTube. And I knew that I should have started like earlier because I don't have a big following, and now like to be able to monetize you need 10,000 views and all that. So now I'm just focusing on doing makeup. Like first I was just doing makeup and posting looks on Instagram, and then like a little bit over 2 months ago I started recording myself. The reason why I waited to start YouTube for so long was because I wanted everything to be perfect. So I cut my crease with the Tarte Shape Tape, and now I'm gonna go in with this shade called Icon. So I had to start over on this eye because it was looking like how I used to do my eyeshadow. So I took it off and started over, and it's just a little bit better than how it was before. I was born on May 29. I turned 21 this year. It was whatever. I feel like as you get older, you don't really want to celebrate your birthday that much anymore. And I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be like Rachel when she was turning 30. I don't want to turn 30. So now I'm gonna go in with the Fenty Beauty Foundation in shade 260. So I am a dog person. I'm not really a big fan of cats. It's not that I have anything against them. When I lived in Costa Rica, like a mom snuck into our house and had her babies there, but then she ended up leaving them. I think it was after that I didn't like cats. I don't really go out much. I'm like a homebody basically, and I love watching like shows. Like right now I'm watching Grey's Anatomy, but I'm only on season 11, and it's my first time watching it. Like I started watching it during the summer, and it's so good, and I cried so many times. I hate it. I'm such a crybaby. But if you guys have any show recommendations, comment down below. So now I'm just gonna conceal with some Tarte Shape Tape. I've actually been buying, well, not been buying, but I recently purchased high-end makeup because usually most of the time I'll stick to like more affordable or drugstore brands. But since I've been saving up, you know, I had to like splurge a little bit. And I'll get to my eyebrows right now. I know like some girls do like eyebrows first and then everything else, and I tried that and I liked it because it helps me when I do my eyeshadow and all that. But when it comes to applying my foundation, concealer, and then bronzer, like around here, I tend to be kind of messy. Like I kind of go over my eyebrows, so when I do have them done, it just comes off, not easily, but it kind of rubs off just a little bit, and then I have to go back in after spending so long on them. So that's why I kind of like doing them not last, but just not first. So now I'm gonna use the Dose of Colors Desi X Katie highlighter in Fuego, and it looks like this. I'm pretty sure you know what it looks like, but I'm so happy I was able to get this. And I like to go over all the high points of my face. So this year I went to my first beauty event ever, and I went to BeautyCon, and I was so overwhelmed the first day, but then the second day, like, it was a little bit better. And hopefully I can go to, what was it? Generation Beauty. I really want to go to that one. If you guys know when they start selling the tickets for Generation Beauty, please let me know, because like I said, I've never really been to any beauty events, so I'm not sure when those tickets go on sale, and I really want to go. So please let me know down in the comments. So now for my inner corner, I'm gonna go in with this shade right here, which is called Psychedelic. And I don't really like pink as much as I did when I was little, but sometimes I just use it. I really like how this came out. I was very skeptical about it at first, but I really love the green in the middle and then the purplish pink in the inner corner. Oh my gosh, I love it. So I'm gonna use the Makeup Shack lashes in Dubai. These have become my favorite, but I need to buy some new ones because these have been used a lot. So I need to get some new ones. And I also want to try other styles from them because their eyelashes are so pretty and affordable. And today I'm gonna use this Profusion lipstick. I don't know what it's called, and it doesn't have a shade name. And today we're going for an ombre lip, so I'm gonna use the Maybelline lipstick in Nude Embrace. And on top of that, I'm going to be adding the Grande Lips Hydrating Lip Plumper. So this is the completed look. I hope you enjoyed this chit chat get ready with me. I know it was just a little bit all over the place, but I just wanted you guys to get to know me a little bit. So I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up. Please turn on your notifications, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and please share this video with your friends, your family, anyone, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.